Yeah, good shot. And I think the pink will pass the reds into the left corner.
Most people agree that O'Sullivan is the game's greatest ever front runner, so vital, you would think, for Perry to make a solid start, to stay with O'Sullivan in the early running and try and apply some pressure that way. 8 frames in this first session, a possible 11 on the resumption this evening. The first to 10, of course, to be crowned champion.
Oh, Joe, can't afford to miss those, mate.
Joe Perry, 7.
Yeah, he missed a few like that last evening. He didn't play well for 3/4 of the semi-final. Barry Hawkins couldn't have been closer to victory, could he? 5-2 up. Perry needed a snooker. It was sheer guts and determination that turned things around.
1.
But he's going to need a little bit more than that to get the better of the rocket, you would think.
Tried to clip the edge of the reds there and stay on the red directly above the black.
8.
It didn't work out, but still got this red to the left corner with the rest.
Nine. Cheers.
What a performance it was from O'Sullivan after he had his tip replaced. 3 frames in against Marco Fu. He emerged with breaks of 122 and 95, 3 more of over 60. And he'd only had about 2 minutes to practice with it.
Yes, it was
16.
quite incredible, that, wasn't it? Most people need at least a week with a new tip.
17.
Well, hasn't quite come far enough, so it's going to have to go into the cluster now. And if he can miss the red directly above the black... Oh, he caught it. But it's still okay.
24.
Well, that is surprising.
Sullivan, 24.
Now, has he left the red?
Okay.
Well, I'm not quite sure what Ronnie O'Sullivan said to our final referee, Paul Collier, there.
1.
It was a very surprising error. The second ball we've seen rattled in that corner jaw. Any thoughts on that, Joe?
No, I only except to say that I think he was trying to miss the cannon on the red,
8.
playing the red into the right side of the pocket as we're looking, but maybe somebody moved in his eye line that we can't see on camera. I know that the camera was trying to get round to see the shot, but the players expect that anyway.
Nine.
It was a poor positional shot there on the red from Joe Perry from an easy black. And managed to pop the red into the right corner. And just drop the pink in dead weight if you can. Try and hold that cue ball. Couldn't hold it, so playing off the 2 cushions. And not ideal on the next red.
15.
Would help if the red went to the right middle. Got to try and keep things simple. He was always
16.
going into that red, which is going to make this black very difficult, hampered over the red. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
Joe Perry bidding for just his third win over Ronnie O'Sullivan in 16 attempts.
This is tough. Good pot. Excellent pot. I knew he was always going to be on this red over the port
23.
corner.
Can you put that camera away, please? There's a light on the front of it.
Oh,
24.
not too bad a rub on the brown. Still hasn't got that cue ball under control yet.
This is the kind of frame that Joe
29.
Perry is going to have to win to cause an upset today. A surprising miss from O'Sullivan. Needs to punish it.
Absolutely, and still not got that cue ball under control. Wanted to be straighter on this red. He keeps leaving himself these little tricky shots.
$30. $36.
Another good recovery, but still, again, not ideal. Although should be able to just drop through for the black.
37. $44. $45.
Has the angle on the black just to play a little nudge to those two reds. Yes, and that's worked out very nicely. He just caught them right, just caught the end of the red there.
52. $53.
Nicely on the pink. $42 points the difference. Just this red and any colour.
59. $60.
He had to work hard to get into prime position in this break. He's been rewarded. And this is the perfect start for Joe Perry. Surprising error from O'Sullivan, perhaps distracted by
66.
some peripheral noise. Apparently that noise was coming from the practice tables. Shouldn't be anyone practicing anymore, Joe, should there? There's only two men left standing and they're out here.
I wouldn't like to suggest it was his pal, Jimmy White.
72.
The red doesn't matter. The break of 72, more than enough for Joe Perry after O'Sullivan's error. And that is the ideal start for the underdog today. The biggest match of his life. And he has the first frame on the board.